Hi guys, this is Erika, and in today's video, let's talk about manifestation. Manifestation tips, tricks, techniques. No, I'm joking. Let's talk about manifesting. But before we start, I just wanted to remind you that we are giving away a free course, How to Identify Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. All the details are down below. Also, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, all the details are down below as well. I would love to help you. And yeah, let's start with this video. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I don't know how short it's gonna be, but basically let's talk about how easy it is to manifest. And like, we're not really even manifesting, right? It's all about understanding how this universe works. And that's how we manifest. Florence Scovel Shinn has this book called The Game of Life and how to play it. This is what we're doing, right? This understanding that this is literally a game, kind of like a video game. And if we understand how it works, if we have the rules of the game, if we have the cheat codes of the game, then we can win. And by winning, I mean experiencing your desires, right? Like experiencing the life that you want. Again, remember guys that a desire is there for you to experience. It's impossible for you to have that desire if it's not already yours. So before I forget, I was thinking the other day, like how, again, talking about like how to win the game of life. It's kind of like, when you're playing chess. For you to be able to play chess and win that game of chess, you have to understand how the game works, right? For example, for me, I never learned because to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks very difficult, really complicated, and I don't even want to learn, right? So I'm more like a gym girl. I like to, be active, sweat, whatever, feel strong. So for me to be there sitting for hours, but again, to each its own, right? But what I'm talking about is for you to win a game of chess, you have to understand. For me, if I attempted without knowing how it works, I will fail, right? But if I actually wanted to know how to win a game of chess with someone that knows how to play it right, then like I will need to understand how to play it, all the rules, etc., and I will win, right? So this is what we're doing with manifesting. We just need to understand how this universe works, and then we can win. So basically, it's all about, this is the way that I see it. And I don't just see it like that, right? I've read so many books. I've done all the research for you guys. But basically, before we came here to this life, to this 3D life, we were one with God, right? And we, I'm sure you've heard that you are one with God and you're experiencing, God is experiencing itself through this human form. So before we came here, we understood that it was a game. I'm gonna go as a human, right? And I'm going to experience life, and it's gonna be fun. It's the game of life, and I'm gonna have fun remembering that I am God. So when a circumstance presents itself in front of me, a circumstance that I don't like, I'm gonna have so much fun shifting that 3D, shifting the matter, right? And remembering that, yes, I am one with God, right? That was the game of life. We came here to do that. But again, before we came here, we knew who we were. But as soon as you are here, you're human, you forget that you are God. You forget that you are everything. You have the power of creation, the power of selecting realities. That's why they say that little kids, right, they're closer to heaven, right? Like, because they still remember that they're powerful. That's why they play. That's why they imagine. So again, this game is about remembering who you are. That's the first step. Remember that you are God. I am one with God. And have those, you can have those affirmations to remind yourself that you are, and try it out. I am one with God. This is one affirmation that I've been telling myself so much, and it just brings me peace. I am one with God, and with God, everything is possible. So again, if you have a circumstance in front of you and it seems scary, right? Just tell yourself that I am one with God, and with God, everything is possible. So if you know that with God, everything is possible, this circumstance that seems very scary or very troublesome, like, is gonna go away if you give it up to God, right? No, excuse me. I'm one with God, and God knows what to do. I'm giving it up to God, and help me find that solution, right? Like, find the solution, because me as a human, I don't understand. I don't know how to fix it, but God, better than me. And you'll see magic. I've been in situations that I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I'm worrying about it. And I'm like, no, show me the way, but understanding that I'm one with God. I'm not alone. I'm one with God, right? And the solution, it presented itself. So, but again, it's all about remembering that you are one with God. So, okay. Also, if we are one with God, we also understand that we are infinite, that there are infinite realities happening all at once, right? Like, there's infinite versions of me, there's infinite versions of everyone out there. And I just need to select the version of me and the version of whoever that that are, existing the way that I want them to exist. For example, if I want to be in a committed relationship with a specific person, I have to select the version of me that is in a loving, committed relationship with this person. I have to select the version of me that has always had amazing love relationships, that has always experienced commitment, that has always experienced safe relationships that are long-lasting and consistent, and etc., right? And I'm selecting the version of that person that, is, present and committed and honest and loyal and safe and da-da-da-da. Right? But out of that, quantum field, out of the everything, I'm not going to choose the version of me that is, experiencing lack, experiencing rejection, experiencing not being the priority, and that I have to change, the 3D. I have to change the version of them that is, not committing, lying to me, or whatever, right? No, like, why would I do that? Out of the infinite, right? I choose the version of me that already has it. I choose the version of that person that is there with me. That's why, we have to go to the end. What is it that you want? If everything is already created, imagine that you literally have a warehouse where, like, you open it and everything that you could desire, everything that you can imagine, and like that you can decide right now, you don't even know that you want it, is there. It's all there for the taking, right? So all you have to do is choose what you want. So if that is what it is, right? If you can just choose what you want, why will you keep choosing the lack? So again, it's about understanding, if I can have anything, if everything is already created, right? If I am infinite, if I'm just awareness, and all I have to do is choose and embody the self, choose the me that has it, whatever it is, the relationship, the body, the money, the whatever, right? If all I have to do is choose that version of me, why would I keep choosing lack? And I do believe that, lack is an illusion. This little book, my little book in Spanish, Metafísica 4 en 1, where I started learning everything ages ago, it talks about like how, like, it's an illusion. Like, any lack is illusion. The lack of health, the lack of happiness, the lack of peace, the lack of money, the lack of all that is an illusion. Because I do believe that like, God is like, oh my gosh, I'm so bored. If I can have it all, imagine that, oh, I want $1 million, done. I want a specific person that looks like this, done. I wanted it, done. I want a Porsche, done. Whatever. It's like, it will be so much, it will be so bored, right? So God created the illusion, right? The lack. And it's an illusion, it's not real, right? To have fun, right? Like, oh my God, an illusion, oh my God, lack. Let's have fun, right? Choosing the version of us that has it. I'm gonna have so much fun remembering that I am God and that I can change this. See, that was the game. So again, out of the infinite, right? Just choose the you that has it. Don't make life or manifestation more complicated with, I have to change the version of me. I have to do all this inner child work for me to, no, like, you don't have to do that. I mean, you can if you want to. It's your game, right? But why not choose the easy route by understanding that you are everything and that you just have to choose the you that has it, right? And see the lack for what it is. It's an illusion. You're funny. So this is what we have to do when we're experiencing something that represents lack in the 3D, is the way that you react to that lack is that's who you're being. If, for example, your specific person is rejecting you in whatever way or form, if he didn't text you, or he said, I don't want to be with you, or if you see a picture with a third party, right? How you react in that moment is who you're being. If you're like, oh, please, I know. If you already made the decision that him and I are together, he's obsessed with me, he's so committed to me, whatever, right? We're together, I'm in the best relationship ever. And like, he's, you know, my dream person, like he's an amazing partner. You will be like, like, I don't care. If whatever, like what I mentioned that they're doing that is negative, if that happened, you will be like, oh, I don't care. That's funny. That's not true. That's the past. That's the illusion. And I am the me that is in the most amazing love and committed relationship. And of course you can feel the emotion in the body because it's the body, right? We're humans. But what are you doing here? If you're like, no, I already made my choice. I am with that person. We are, you know, we're solid. We are so committed. Like I'm in the best relationship with them, right? This doesn't affect me. That when you have that type of awareness, when you have that type of reaction mentally, that's how you're gonna get your manifestation, your desire really fast. But if in that moment you're like, oh my gosh, why this always happens to me, like I always get rejected, like they never want me, like he wants someone else, it's the same thing, all guys are the same, right? If you had that reaction, then you are still being the you that doesn't have it, the one that is rejected, the one that is not wanted, the one that is not prioritized. But so again, if you've done it, it's okay. But the only thing that matters is now, how am I gonna react mentally from now on? And then now it doesn't matter. Maybe you did that, reacted in a negative way 2 minutes ago. It doesn't matter. Who do I choose to be now? I understand that I can have it all, that is already mine. The next time it happens, you're like, funny, that's not real. That's not me. No, I am the me that is in the most amazing committed relationship with them. They are so in love with me. They want me so much. Like, they're obsessed with me, right? They're blowing up my phone. Like, they're telling me that they can't live without me, right? If you have that type of mindset, if you keep choosing that you're the you that has it, the illusion of lack is gonna go away. And in that moment, you're remembering, I am God. And I like, with God, everything is possible, right? All I have to do is choose. And I stay there, nothing and nobody's gonna move me from my decision that I am the me that has this. That's when you manifest really fast. And I was having a conversation with one of my clients, and I was recently watching this show on Netflix. I love ghost shows and stuff, but this one is really cute. It's called Dead Boy Detectives. And basically, you guys go watch it. It's really good. But basically, I don't want to spoil it, right? But there's this little characters that went into this girl's body, and she was like really sick, right? But basically, when they come out of her body, they were saying how they're called dandelion sprites. You can even, like, you know, look it up on TikTok. There's some cute videos on TikTok, like short ones where they're like, eh. Anyways, they're this little tiny, like a guy and a girl, right? And they're super mean, and they're like, how dare you, and just the way they talk, they're really funny, and they're really mean, and they're like, how dare you, like, we are gods. And like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like manifesting wise, this is a perfect analogy. So what happens when you are choosing the new you, right? The one that has it. And I'm sure you've experienced this. I've talked to a lot of people. And when you're on your mindset of, yes, this is like, it's going amazing, right? The 3D will do things where you're like, why did that happen? I've been on my mental diet. Why is this happening? It doesn't make sense. Like, things seem to get worse before they get better. And it's because that version of you that you're like leaving behind and doesn't want to just go away. is going to do things, right, for you to stay there, because literally you're leaving that behind. You're leaving the dead with the dead, like Neville used to say, right? You're becoming the new you, you're embodying the new you, and it has to show up, and that's going to be the new you. And the other reality doesn't want to just go away quickly, right? That's why, you know, in my analogy with the little dandelion sprites, like, and they say how like the way that they stay alive is because they require awareness. Like they want all the attention. I'm like, again, manifesting, wow. So see the 3D, the circumstances, all the ugly things that you're experiencing. See them as the little tiny beings that are nothing, that are me. We're gods, we're real, like we're powerful. See them for what they are, just tiny little annoying little things. And you're like, oh, please, what do you do with them? I mean, in the show, they didn't squash them, right? But you can do that with a bug, right? Like, oh, shut up, like, get rid of it. In the show, of course, what they did, they captured them in this little, like, I don't know, in a container. And at night, because when they were like being super mean, let us free, they just put a sweater over them. Kind of like what you do with birds, like, shut up, go to sleep. That's what you do. That's what you do with that annoying little, like, old reality that's trying to stay current and alive. That's what you do. Right? But the most important thing is you stay in the reality where you have it. Where? Here. You stay there no matter what's happening out here, no matter what the 3D is doing, no matter how mean it gets, right? But you know that it's nothing. It's an illusion. It's not even real. It's insignificant. It's not that big thing. I'm so powerful. I'm scary. I'm like, no, it's nothing. When you see it that way, oh, please, I know who I am, and I'm choosing the me that has it. That's how that 3D reality is literally going to vanish, because you're seeing it for what it is. Nothing, irrelevant. You're bigger than that circumstance, because you are the everything. You're one with God. You're God, you're the universe, you're everything. So you're infinite. So all you have to do is choose from the everything, from the quantum field, however you want to call it, and you just choose the you that has it. You choose the version of your person that has it, or you choose the you that has a lot of money, or you choose the you that has the most amazing car, or the most amazing body, or the health, the whatever, right? You're choosing from having it because you already have it. There's a version of you that already has it all. So that's a wrap. No, but I hope it made sense. I am intending that it makes sense. So that's what we have to do. Remember that we are, like we're everything, and all we have to do is choose. All we have to do is make the decision. And all we have to do is, when the circumstances are in our faces, we're like, funny, no, I don't care. That's not me, right? This is who I am. Remind yourself at every moment and make that decision before it even happens, right? Like, no, I am the me that has the most amazing relationship with this person. But if something happens that you don't like, because it might happen, what do you do in that moment? No, funny. That's not true. And that's how they change their mind. That's how miracles happen. That's how success stories happen. Because you're not identifying with the old story, with the illusion of the lack. And when you get in the practice of always choosing the you that has whatever, you're gonna have so much fun manifesting everything. Money, people, promotions, whatever, like, right? Whatever your heart desires, you're gonna have so much fun. And that's when I win at life, because I know who I am and I'm having so much fun. So I know that the next time that something happens in the 3D and I don't like it, I'm not gonna be scared. I'm not gonna be in victim mode. I'm gonna go, oh, okay, that's fun. Let's game on. I'm gonna win it. I know how to get what I want instead, right? I'm having so much fun remembering who I am. So that's the video for today. I don't want to make it super long. I intend that you understood. I intend that you put it to practice, and I intend you have a lot of fun, and I intend that you remember who you are. That's the most important thing of this video. Remember who you are, and that nothing is impossible. In fact, everything is possible. But again, just remember who you are, choose and stay there. And don't let this illusion to, shake you off your power. No, I am the power and nothing moves me, right? I'm staying here, bracing impudence. I already made the decision. Show me. I'm in control of you. You're not in control of me. Show me. Give it to me. And that's it. Okay, you guys, I love you guys so much. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing. You know what to do if you would like to work with me. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.